cracking, gang? It's T Nasty, and I'm back with another banger for you guys. I'm here today to put you casuals on game. Going into 2025, you're going to want to find some hype trains to hop on, and lucky for you guys, I watch every prelim, and I just happen to know ball. I have a pretty good track record of picking fighters to pay attention to, so you guys need to be paying attention to this one. I'm going to be giving you guys the fighter from every division you should be paying attention to in 2025. These are the guys that are going to become ranked this year, move into the top 5, or maybe even go on a title run. These fighters are going to have a big 2025, so you need to tap in now so you can impress all your casual friends. But with all that being said, let's get right into this, gang. Starting with the Flyweight division, the top prospect in my eyes, the hype train you need to hop on is Charles Johnson. I gotta back my fellow STL natives, but for real though, this guy is a beast. He went 4-0 in 2024, almost got to 5-0, but they didn't let him fight in Tampa. He is extremely well-rounded, really good boxing, elite Muay Thai, underrated grappling, and 5-round cardio. This guy has everything you need to go on a championship run, and I think that's what he's going to do in 2025. I see him getting another 2 to 3 wins this year, and a possible main event later in the year for a title eliminator. This dude is just super skilled, and he fights so often, you need to watch his fights and watch out for him in 2025. He's going to make a splash, I promise you. Moving on to the Bantamweight division, you have to look out for my boy Vinicius Oliveira. This dude is the truth. Trust me, guys. All these fake hardcores are glazing Peyton Talbot, and I'm a fan of his as well, but Oliveira is flying under the radar. He picked up an insane knockout in his debut earlier this year, then went out and dominated Ricky Simone. Facing that type of competition in your second UFC fight and doing as well as he did is extremely impressive. This dude has crazy striking and likes to showboat a bit. He's extremely entertaining, and I see him making a run in the rankings this year. Hop on this hype train now before the stock gets too pricey. Next up at Featherweight, we have Gene Lord Silva. He's the only fighting nerd I'm going to be talking about, but don't be mistaken, you need to watch Caio, Carlos, and Rufy as well. They are all fucking goated. The one who I think will have the best 2025 though is Gene Silva. This man is a goddamn destroyer. He obliterated Weston Wilson and then was the first man to finish Charles Jourdain and finish Drew Dober in an insane fight as well. This dude just goes to war every single time. He's violence personified. This guy will be in the top 10 by the end of 2025, mark my words. He's going to finish another 2 to 3 guys, starting with Melsik Bagdasaryan, and run through the rankings next year. Let's move on to lightweight. We have to talk about Ignacio Bahamondes. This guy is a fucking beast, and 2025 is finally going to be his year. Dude is like 6'3" at 155 pounds. It makes no sense, but he already has some of the coolest KOs and best fights we have ever seen. He puts on a show every single time, and he's training with the champ Belal Muhammad, so you already know he's training like a champion at this point in his career already. I think he's going to pick up a big win over Jalen Turner this year, and then get another win at Noche UFC later in the year to put himself in the top 10. I've been on Ignacio for a minute now, but it is finally going to be time for him to go on a run in 2025. Tap in. Next up, we got the welterweight division. This one was tough for me because there are genuinely so many guys I think could shake things up next year. This is definitely my favorite UFC division by far. Jack Della, first of all, is going to win the belt this year, and Carlos Prates is going to KO some ranked guys. But the one I am most hyped up for is Brian Battle. I'm telling you guys, this dude is going on a title run. I know he had a rough performance at UFC 310, but he will be back to his ways in 2025. He is so entertaining, both in the cage and on the mic. He turned heel in Paris, and I am loving it. Dude is just all violence at all times, a true finisher. He has super technical striking and a dangerous submission game. He just took out Randy Brown, so I see him doing big things in 2025. I feel like we're going to see him pick up another finish against somebody like Neil Magny early in the year, and then he'll be going against the top 10 guys on some big pay-per-views later in the year. I genuinely think he will be a win or two away from the title by the end of 2025, so this is one you guys have to tap into. If there is one hype train to hop on, this is it, I'm telling you guys. Alright, next we got middleweight. This is another tough one for me because I have a lot of prospects in middleweight that I am on right now. The division is the best it's been in a long time. But the one guy that I'm behind that is flying under the radar is Reinier de Ridder. This man RDR is a former 2-weight world champ in 1FC. That's freaking crazy. His only losses there were to a goddamn heavyweight, okay? But he debuted at UFC Apex 100 and submitted Gerald Meerschaert, which is very impressive. He is a bit of a goofy goober, which Drickus showed works at middleweight. And I think de Ridder has a shot at making a run for the title. Next year, I see him getting another 2 wins after finishing Kevin Holland. Probably a submission win against someone low in the rankings and then a decision against someone in the top 10. I think this guy is hella good on the ground and can make it work and is a real threat to the division for 2025. Now for the light heavyweight division, there's not as many good hype trains, I'll be honest. The one I am most invested in is Ebo Ason. The legendary Turkish power is going places, trust me. He's going to keep racking up KOs and become ranked by the end of next year. I see him getting 3 wins in 2025, capping off with a knockout of someone like Volkan Oezdemir. He has a really fun fight style that I think can do well in the division, and he's just super fun on the mic. His debut at UFC 308 had me sold right away. This one is not as big as some of the others, so the time to hop on is right now. And last but not least, at heavyweight, the hype train you have to hop on is Marcin Tybura. He's a great fighter, I'd love to fight him. The giant munchkin man is a beast and had a nice comeback in 2025, finishing Tuivasa and Denise. His skills are super underrated, and he's one of the few guys at heavyweight who is actually really good. Like, skills are so rare at heavyweight, so any guy who is just going to beat up all the rest of those fat dudes. In 2025, I see him getting another 2 wins, and then rematching Tom Aspinall for the belt early in 2026. I think he'll get a shot at Cyril Gane next year and choke him out, which will convince everybody to hop on the train. 2025 is going to be a big year. There are so many prospects I didn't even mention here. So many guys who I think are going to go on title runs. Let me know what hype train you guys are hopping on next year down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment, hit that subscribe button, share this shit on Facebook, ring that notification bell, become a member, then create a second account and repeat all those steps for me. If you don't do all those things, you are nothing more than a filthy casual, which I say with the utmost respect. If you want to be a hardcore MMA fan with testosterone pulsing through your veins like me, you must be subscribed to this channel. It's day 3 of daily uploads to the end of the year, gang. Keep subscribing. Let's get to 250 before the end of the year. When I hit that goal, I will be doing a giveaway. So if you want some of the most phenomenal merch out there for free, make sure to click that subscribe button. Most people don't even realize that they haven't actually subscribed. But with all that being said, I'm out. Take it easy, gang.